Welcome to the channel, The History of Evolution. Today, we dive into the Triassic Period, an era when Earth seemed to say, "Step into the ring, no rules allowed." Volcanoes put on a fiery show, dinosaurs plot their path to world domination, and mammals hide, dreaming of their revenge. Want to know how to survive in a world where everything wants to eat you? Sit back and get comfortable. Now you'll see why the Triassic was the craziest reality show in the history of our planet. Subscribe and don't miss how evolution went completely wild. Welcome to the worst resort on Earth. The Triassic Period, around 250 million years ago, Earth decided it was time for a full reset. The Permian extinction had just wiped out 90% of life. Like a brutal autumn cleaning. Only the toughest, the strangest, and the most stubborn creatures survived. Pangaea, one continent, a million problems. Imagine this, all the land on Earth smashed together into one giant pancake, called Pangaea. Convenient? Only if you love deserts, with sand hotter than your frying pan, and volcanoes sneezing lava right in your face. At the edges, scrappy pine forests and ferns looking like they were designed by a hungover artist. In the middle, endless desert, where even cacti would give up and beg for water. Pangaea was like Airbnb with no Wi-Fi, no water, and neighbors that want to eat you. Pangaea proves that Earth hated minimalism. One continent? Seriously? It's like putting all the world's food into one fridge and leaving that fridge in the Sahara. Good luck. Climate, a survival test. The Triassic climate was like a reality show. Who wants to survive? Daytime heat, hot enough to fry an egg on stone. Nighttime, colder than a freezer left open. Rain? Oh, rain was a VIP guest, showing up once in 100 years and leaving behind a mud apocalypse. It's as if Earth said, "Wanna live? Prove it." And trust me, nobody passed the test on the first try. Even volcanoes, the kings of this world, sometimes got tired of erupting. Animals. Evolution on whatever mode. The Triassic was evolution's open mic night. Every creature had a chance to step on stage. The result? A freak show zoo. Archosaurs, the toothy bosses. Long legs, sharp jaws, egos the size of Pangaea. Today's crocodiles? Just their lazy cousins. First dinosaurs, small, turkey-sized, but with Elon Musk ambitions. Running around, plotting world domination. Spoiler, they'll succeed. Mammals, tiny, furry, nocturnal. Their philosophy? Stay small, stay hidden. Maybe nobody notices. They dreamed of a future where their descendants would film movies about dinosaurs. Guess who wins in the end? Placodonts, tank-like reptiles, armored swimmers chewing on shellfish, looking smug, like, "Yeah, I was built for this." Tanystropheus, with necks so long they probably forgot where their head was. Stars of the prehistoric circus. Ichthyosaurs, marine reptiles playing dolphin cosplay, but with shark teeth, and the personality of a tax collector. Evolution in the Triassic was like nature on caffeine, watching horror movies and sketching monsters at the same time. Half of them look like Lego mistakes, the other half like Spielberg prototypes. Plants, minimalism to the extreme. Forget roses, forget flowers, forget beauty. The Triassic flora was strict and boring. Pines, ginkgo, ferns. No colors, no smells, just endless green-gray. It's as if nature said, "Want flowers? Wait for the Jurassic. For now, chew pine needles, and don't complain." Volcanoes, the bullies of the era. Volcanoes weren't just background scenery. They were villains, spitting lava, ash, and pure malice. They erupted whenever they wanted, turning swamps into boiling hot tubs. By the end of the Triassic, the volcanoes went full rock concert. Massive eruptions, cracks in Pangaea, climate chaos. Half of life didn't survive. The rest got VIP tickets to the Jurassic. Volcanoes were like neighbors drilling at 3 a.m. But instead of drills, lava. And instead of nighttime, your entire life. Thanks, Earth. Real nice. Finale. Dinosaurs take the stage. When the ash settled, the Triassic had made its choice. Half of life was gone. But dinosaurs, those little startup lizards, suddenly owned the stage. They grew, spread, and prepared for their Jurassic takeover. Mammals? They stayed in burrows, waiting, watching, knowing their time would come. And they were right. The Triassic was survival as a circus act. The climate wanted to kill you. The volcanoes wanted to bury you. The neighbors wanted to eat you. But if you were tough, fast, or just small enough to hide, you had a chance. Dinosaurs proved it. Mammals proved it. See you in the Jurassic, if you don't get eaten on the way.